Hey y'all, Colin here. Let's talk about new beers. Next Friday, November 3rd, we will be releasing 5 new beers. So, why? We've put out 105 different beers so far this year, and most breweries put out an incredible amount of variety these days. There was a point where that felt really different and special. I thought back to the beginning of when we started doing can releases, and we did 2 cans every 2 weeks. And then that very quickly became a conspiracy IPA release every Tuesday. And then that became 2 or 3 can releases every Tuesday. And then COVID hit, and suddenly we did a new beer every 3 days for almost 2 consecutive years. All of those beers are super special to us. All of those beers are things that we're really passionate about. But at a certain point, the specialness of those stopped being something that was celebrated and focused on, and instead just became kind of, there's a new beer, it's here. And in reflecting on how we do rotation, that really bothers me. I think the pandemic is underutilized as an explanation for basically everything. One of the big things that the pandemic did is it took stuff that we loved and turned it into a survival mechanism. For us, new beers were always this passion project. Somebody was excited about an ingredient, a concept, a process, and we'd use that to build new and fun beers, and every beer had a champion. And at the beginning of COVID, when no one could go outside and new beers were a big part of how we were able to get people to come buy things and keep the company open, I think we took that thing we were really, really passionate about and turned it into something we had to do in order to get through the pandemic. I want to get back to the place where new beers were an exciting project for people, and where new beers represented the exciting ideas that our team had. And this is a big step for us in that. I think our production team is making the best beer in the world and has been for a while, and that we allow ourselves to just kind of like put new beers out and not really focus on them and be excited about it is no justice to them that I'm okay with. Obviously, we're not going to stop making new beers. New beers is super fun. It's something that we're really excited about, and something that drives us in exploring different interesting recipes. But we want to make sure that when we put all that effort into making a new beer, that we're talking about it, that we're celebrating it, that we're being excited about it. We've got these 5 beers coming out next week. That's awesome. We should be celebrating that. We should be focusing on that. We should be focusing on it in a party environment. So we want you to come down and party with us. I think that it's too easy to accept the embarrassment of riches we have in terms of exciting, fun, different beers that taste awesome, and not take the time to reflect on what a wonderful time it is to be drinking beer. I think that everybody who makes beer, who serves beer, who just likes to drink beer, deserves to have exciting new beer experiences that are not driven by what we need to do to survive, but instead driven by the fact that we all fucking love beer. Hence, Drop Day. First Friday, every single month, we're going to have a bunch of new beers. It's going to be super fun. You're going to come party with us. We're all going to be really excited about them. We'll still have more new beers throughout the rest of the month, but we're going to focus on these 5 so that we can get back to that feeling of specialness, of being really excited about all the work that our production team has put into making these amazing beers. And we hope you'll join us for it.